Good afternoon and good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and CoffeeStream 290. I am feeling much better than I was. Sorry I'm a bit snuffly still, but I am much better. As the title says, I can actually breathe. Yay! So what it ended up being was a really nasty chest cold that was triggering my asthma, which is usually allergy induced. So basically I've been prescribed one of those daily inhalers, which I should have anyway. The doctor kind of gave me a bit of shit for not having one on hand, so I've got a fresh one. I've been taking it as directed, and it's already starting to help. So hopefully I won't have to not stream for a solid week again for a while. that was ridiculous. Pincalo forgot to plug the camera's plugged in. The camera's plugged in. Let me just go to the mic and camera settings here. Camera. No, that's not the camera we want. That's the one we want. Hi! Now, why did the audio go all fucked up? Okay. Now, how is that? Am I back? Not being heard now. Oh, I'm not being heard by me because my app is crashed. That's why. Okay. That's why I wasn't being heard, because my app was crashed. That's helpful. All right. I'm good now. Can you all see me? And why have I switched videos now? YouTube, what in the hell are you doing? I am trying to watch my watch page. I really just want to watch my fucking chat here. Sorry, guys. It wouldn't be a coffee stream without fuck-ups, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, I do not want YouTube Premium. Go away. Nobody wants YouTube Premium because YouTube is not doing what YouTube needs to do. Anyway, hopefully you can all see me now. Let's get back to this watch page, finally. YouTube being YouTube, says Maniac Man. Yep, exactly. All right. Now that that's solved, you see me. Oh, good, Maniac Man. Awesome. Okay. Now that kerfuffle has been fixed, let's take a sip of coffee and go to the share screen button, which is the other direction, Blind Press. There we go. And we will get into the news. And I have some some very interesting news. I haven't been able to get into Discord. Um, Apparently there's some something going on with the Discord app. I'm not the only one who's been having issues with it, but I haven't been able to get into Discord for a few days now. So I do apologize to Gunfox, but none of these stories are his. So, this one I found on Facebook. It's from the 5th of December, but I figured it was still worth a laugh. Because it's always worth pointing out, especially to the left in North America, that, you know, people who you claim to be alt-right really aren't alt-right, and you should look at things like this to find your actual alt-right people. Hello, Zombie Teddy. Thank you. Yeah, I am feeling much better. I am only going to go for an hour today, though. I'm not going to push my voice too far because if I'm feeling up to it, I will be also going on Minions tonight because it's Skeps night. I'm alt-right, says Mr. Goatman. Yes. So this story, the headline reads, "Rock music is linked to abortions," says new Brazilian culture official. Cause that's just not a completely insane not that's just a completely sane proclamation to make. Oh boy, the title. I'd love to hear their reasoning. Yeah, me too. So let's see here. Let's read.
CNN, 3 decades ago in Link, Rio de Janeiro. Freddie Mercury made history with a performance of the Queen hit Love of My Life at the now legendary Rock in Rio Music Festival. The scene of thousands of Queen fans all singing along was an indelible one, and one recently featured in the film Bohemian Rhapsody. Link, Brazil, has always been famous for its music, the birthplace of beloved genres like samba, maracatu and forró. It is also a welcoming longtime home for global music styles, but now, one of Link, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, is top officials for culture is declaring a war on rock and roll.
Those goddamned hippies and their rock music. That's all I'm picturing right now. That's literally all I'm picturing is this angry old Brazilian man just hating on those damned hippies.
Rock music leads to drugs, which leads to sex, which leads to abortions, claimed Dante Mantovani, newly appointed head of the National Arts Foundation, FUNART, in a recent post.
Okay, so rock leads to sex, or to drugs, which leads to sex, which leads to abortion. I think you skipped a step. I think sex leads to pregnancy. And then pregnancy, and then the pregnancy has to be unwanted for it to then be aborted. I think you've missed a step. Like, you just fuck and automatically you're transported to the abortion clinic, whether fertilization occurs or not. And you know, if fertilization doesn't occur, well, looky there, you get an extra period that month because you need an abortion because you've had sex. What is this, the 50s, says Mustafa? I don't know. I really don't know. Boomerang intensifies, says Maniac Man.
Link, on his personal YouTube page. At the same time, the abortion industry feeds into something much more serious, which is Satanism, he added.
Those satanic sacrificial abortions that are often occurring. You know, the abortions that take place within a drawn pentagram on the floor of the clinic with the correct black candles and what the fuck? The abortion industry feeds into Satanism? Levian Satanism? Or, you know, which Satanism? Oh, Jesus. They used to say it led to unwed motherhood. Did it suddenly change? Says Maniac Man. I guess so. It must have.
In the 11-minute video, posted on October 30th, Mantovani criticizes rock icons Elvis Presley and John Lennon. Lennon openly said, more than once, that he made a pact with the devil, with Satan, in order to be famous and successful, he says.
Okay, first of all, does Brazil get music like 30 years after we do? Oh, and second of all, does he think that John Lennon was serious? Like, does he think that John Lennon legitimately believes he made a pact with the devil to get famous? I'm confused and concerned that somebody of this caliber of mental capacity is in charge of any department in government. Hello, Big Chief Fuzzy Beard of Gulf City. Is sarcasm not a thing in Brazil, says Mustafa? I guess not. Well, you know, they do say that a lot of the Nazis ran over there, so... And you know what they say about Germans and their sense of humor. So, I mean... I don't think atheists believe in a devil to soul to. Yeah. I'm with you there. Let's see here what else this article has to tell us.
In the 1950s, this so-called Elvis Presley emerges with rock music that makes everyone bounce and shake their hips. Mantovani adds, this is when certain behaviors start being introduced. Elvis Presley, for instance, died of an overdose.
I thought he died fat and old on his toilet. Was it not, like, was it confirmed that he overdosed, or did he have a heart attack because he was overweight? Ahoy hoy, cynical Lindsay. We are being instructed from Brazil about how rock music leads to abortions because it leads to drugs, which leads to sex, which magically leads to the abortion clinic instead of pregnancy. This is
12.sfn.
quiet, you.
Link in the link image. Link.
Uh,
On December 2nd, Mantovani was appointed to run FUNART, a Brazilian government agency with a mission to promote and incentivize the production, practice. It is to promote and incentivize the production, practice, development and diffusion of the arts throughout the country. Founded in 1975, it fell under the Ministry of Culture until that ministry was dissolved by Bolsonaro's government and became a subdivision of the Ministry of Citizenship.
Oh boy. So the government gets to tell everybody what art is good and what art is bad. A combination of drugs and weight killed Elvis, but I'm willing to bet that I'm gonna take Baba Hana as the story. Let's see.
It is unclear whether Mantovani's views could affect any projects that might finance initiatives for rock music events, but as Link. A government entity responsible for determining public policy and federal funding for music and arts initiatives. The foundation's support can be critical. In the past, cultural projects could request up to 60 million Brazilian reals, roughly US $14 million, in federal funds through FUNART, though that figure has since been reduced under Bolsonaro.
Great. Googly moogly, that's a lot of money for arts. Holy moly. I would say that he could most likely put the kibosh on some events if he didn't like them. Hello, Irate.
Mantovani himself seems to tend toward classical styles. Born in 1984. You were
Wait, what?
Link. He identifies himself as a maestro with a master's degree in linguistics, according to
He's
his personal website. He studied the violin, trumpet, piano and led choirs and orchestras in different cities throughout Brazil.
He's 35 years old? And he thinks like this? You know, I just looked up the most popular songs in Brazil right now, says Mustafa. Most of them are hip-hop oriented, he says. Oh. The screen reader sucks, does it? Welcome back to the Cyber Shit Show.
In the same video, Mantovani also blames rock music for destroying the fabric of the American moral family in the 1960s and indulges certain theories that the CIA distributed the hallucinogenic drug LSD at the 1969 Woodstock Festival.
Oh boy. A Brazilian Alex Jones. That's awesome. Yeah, it was the CIA that distributed all the acid at Woodstock. Okie dokie.
Woodstock, that festival from the 1960s that gather a bunch of people, where hippies took drugs and LSD. There are certain theories that suggest that the large-scale distribution of the drug was actually carried out by the CIA, Mantovani said.
Drugs and LSD, guys. Drugs and LSD. Has this guy been living under a rock? This is much more amusing than I thought it would be. Quite honestly, you guys, I thought this was gonna be a short little blurb. This is a lot funnier than I thought. Hello, Trucker Matt. He says, attention, beware of the bad antacid. Oh, boy.
Link image. Brazil and Link. He has held forth on what he views as rock's problems before, even asking, Link, is rock music? In a video posted February 2018. What happens with rock is that the rhythm is always very repetitive. When a musical genre is more based on rhythm, it speaks more to the body than the soul, Mantovani said. That's why you see in rock shows people jumping, sometimes hitting each other. In punk rock there is the tradition of people beating each other and then leaving as old friends. You're
Yeah, 'cause there's no rhythm component in classical music at all. Maestro with a master's degree who studied violin. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Oh, you made a movie reference that my screen reader fucked up. Yeah, apologies, Maniac Man. I've switched my screen reader back to the American voice and I've picked the clearest one, and it still mispronounces certain things. It also breaking news, music makes people dance. Yes. It also, in the American voice, spells out the word gun If you switch it to any other accent, whether it be like the UK, the Irish, all that, it says gun, but in the American voice, it says GUN, as though Americans who hear the word gun will go, "Gun! I must shoot someone!" Like it's very strange. I don't understand. Um,
In the video, he just makes exceptions for two bands in the genre, Metallica and Brazilian band Angra, arguing that they alone are worth listening to when you're driving in traffic or feeling a bit tired.
Metallica is okay to listen to when you're driving in traffic or feeling a bit tired, huh? Because nothing makes you sleepy like Master of Puppets. Hello, Polly. Um, yeah, nothing makes you want to close your eyes like cranking up Enter Sandman or Master of Puppets or Welcome Home Sanitarium. That just makes you want to curl up under a nice fluffy blanket. You know, For Whom the Bell Tolls is a great lullaby for your children. Oh, Jesus Christ. um, Good afternoon, Mr. Scotch 87 and Functional. Oh, man. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Slams gas pedal, yeah. Um, I find metal soothing too, but it's not something that I would go to sleep to because it soothes me in a different way. Like, it assuages feel like anger or sadness in me. It doesn't, like, there's different. If I want soothing for listening to metal, it's gonna bring me down from an amped up position to a position where I can like just kind of sit still for a while, but it doesn't make me want to go to sleep. Um, it's not something I would go to sleep to because I just want to stay up and listen to it. Yeah, you're irate. Yeah, it's more of a focusing than a being tired and stuff like that. It's more of a focusing tool than I'm tired. Let's listen to some metal. Um, it's more like my brain won't shut up. Let's listen to some metal. Um, let's see what else.
On Monday, Angra bassist Felipe Andreoli responded that he was embarrassed to have his band associated with Mantovani in a post on Link, his personal Instagram account. So much ignorance, so much disinformation, so embarrassed to have my band associated in any way with this guy. I'm not going to waste my time attacking his comments because those of us who live off of and know about rock music know that he is delirious, Andreoli said.
Good.
It scares me to see such a retrograde, fanatical person in such an important position for our country's culture. You are correct.
Well, yeah. And this is a grand example of what people who are moderate have been saying, that the farther left people go, the sharper the swing to the right will be as a reaction. And here, if you look at Brazil, you have a perfect analogy and a perfect analog for that playing out. You've got Bolsonaro as a president, and you've got this fool as a cultural minister. But I just don't get why people can't see that. It's kind of scary, actually. Yeah, it's also good workout music, says Cynical Lindsay. She says it's fantastic workout music for me. Yes. Yes, it's great workout music. So, the Democrats have decided they're going to present two articles of impeachment. We can't not cover this. Um, so I figured we'd get through this as quickly as we could. Of course, it put me at the bottom of the flippin' article, so I need to go and find the headline here. All right. Democrats announced two articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. I don't know why they're even announcing those, but hey, whatever. Let's see here. So this is posted today. And we have a picture of Jerry Nadler announcing the articles, and he is flanked by Maxine Waters, Elliot Engel, I believe, and we've got another Checky Poo here. So he's got, the three musketeers. We've got the three musketeers over here. So let's take a read of this article quickly.
House Democrats have announced two articles of impeachment charging President Donald Trump with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
Yeah, because he's totally done both of those things. Let's see.
The charges unveiled Tuesday stem from Trump's pressure on Ukraine to announce investigations of his political rivals as he withheld aid to the country.
Where did that happen? I listen to instrumentals and symphonic metal if I'm trying to sleep. Oh, interesting. Yeah, symphonic metal's kind of cool. But lyrical metal of all kinds for work and other things. Yeah. Makes sense.
Our president holds the ultimate public trust, said Jerry Nadler, Democratic chair of the House Judiciary Committee. When he betrays the trust and puts himself before country, he endangers the Constitution, he endangers our democracy, and he endangers our national security.
And nobody accused Obama of that because why? Article. What is Trucker Matt saying? Article 1, we don't like him. Article 2, we really don't like him. Yeah, basically, Trucker Matt, you're not wrong there.
Democrats said they will recommend to the entire House of Representatives later in the week that the president be impeached, after a Judiciary Committee vote that is expected to fall along partisan lines.
Yeah. This is a sham. I mean, at least with Bill, he lied to Congress, which is a no-no. I mean, at least you could impeach Bill for that, right? But Trump didn't do a damn thing. And I don't even like Trump, okay? I'm sick of having to defend this Twitter-addicted buffoon, okay? But he did not do anything impeachable. I'm sorry. He just didn't. Just deal with it. You guys have made your own bed by being this insane. That is why that is why he was elected in the first place. And you're basically ensuring that he's going to get elected again. Well, you've already done that. But this was your last ditch effort to make sure he couldn't be reelected. This is this is so sad and so transparent. I don't understand how they don't think the American people are not seeing what's going on here. The fact that this is happening should be telling the American public, hey, we Democrats think you guys are a bunch of retards. That is what the Democrats are saying to the American public right now. We think you are all stupid. Vote for us, because we think you are all stupid. This is ridiculous. Maniac Man says, I don't care what the Dems say. The IG report was pretty damning for their FBI buddies. Yeah, I heard Monkey going over a bit of that, and it did not look good for them.
Democrats say Trump abused his power in a July 25 phone call when he asked Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky for a favor in investigating Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden, with his personal lawyer Rudy Giuliani leading a group of officials and others in pressuring Ukraine to do so in the weeks before and after.
But haven't there been witnesses debunking that allegation? Or is it because they've said the wrong things that you guys are just going, la 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 la, we can't hear what you're saying because it's wrong, la la la. You're not saying what we want you to say, la 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 la. Nobody listened to that person who's saying the truth, la 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 la. Wow.
Nearly $400 million U.S. in military aid Ukraine depended on to counter Russian aggression, and which Congress approved, was not sent to the Allies for several weeks until September, when the Ukraine inquiry in Congress was already underway.
Okay.
Heading Level 2, Russia, not Ukraine. Trump also wanted a probe into a discredited theory involving alleged Ukraine cyber intrusions into the Democratic National Committee.
This is the first I'm hearing of that. And I've been listening to about this stuff. What?
Multiple inquiries, including one led by Republicans in the Senate, blame Russia for a years-long sophisticated campaign to roil the election and breach Democratic communications. As well, FBI Director Christopher Wray said in an interview on Monday that the Bureau had no information that indicates that Ukraine interfered with the 2016 election.
Wait, so you guys are saying that Trump was... Wait, okay. This is so tangled. I can't put it into English properly. They think that Trump wanted a probe into Ukraine for interfering with the election that he won? Is that what I'm understanding from that sentence? I'm really trying to understand. I'm very confused. I'm really trying to untangle that. Any debunking statement by people with actual communication and knowledge on the subject have been blocked, says Trucker Matt. During the actual hearings, and therefore unable to be considered. That's crazy. I have a crazy tinfoil hat take as to whether going through with the impeachment. What's that, Lindsay? Yeah, rumor has it DNC was trying to get Ukraine to Russia the campaign up. I've got a damn cold as well, says Gunfox. Oh shit, dude, that sucks. That sucks.
Watch U.S. impeachment drama.
No, I'm not watching that.
But heading level 1 hour ago.
So I think that's the. Let me just skip through here. Oh no.
House Democrats make case for impeachment. The Democrats have heard from a number of federal officials after an anonymous whistleblower complaint emerged after the Trump-Zelensky call, which the U.S. president was described as perfect.
It's this is a sham.
They have been stymied in their efforts to talk to Giuliani and others close to Trump in the administration, as well as in their document requests from various government agencies. In announcing the obstruction charge, Nadler said the president engaged in unprecedented, categorical, and indiscriminate defiance of the impeachment inquiry. You are current.
Why? By saying it was stupid? How have they not? Has he obstructed? He's handed over everything. He handed over the transcript. He handed over everything. My God, Nadler and Maxine Waters in that pick. It actually gets me angry looking at these political pimps, says Polydub. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. This is crazy. Like, this is so blatant, and they really think that the American public is so stupid that they can't see it. Like, there are even people who don't like Trump that are going, I don't think this is how impeachment works.
Articles of impeachment. Document.
So, and then it goes through the document of the articles of impeachment, and I'm not going to make you listen to a screen reader read that. I am not that mean. I'm really, really not. Sorry about that. So, there was a volcanic eruption on New Zealand's White Island, I believe it was, over the weekend. So, smug as fuck, says Straight Sith Mail. Yeah, no doubt. And Maniac Man says the American public has been losing interest in this. I don't blame them. I really don't. It's been drawn out. It's unnecessary. It's very clearly a sham. Yeah, it's just silly. So this says, Canadian actor recalls surreal events after watching beginning of deadly New Zealand volcano eruption. So, let's see here.
A Canadian man says he is still shaky from the experience of witnessing the beginnings of a volcanic eruption in New Zealand.
Okay, let's see.
The volcano off the New Zealand coast erupted Monday with a towering blast of ash and scalding steam as dozens of tourists were exploring its moon-like surface, killing 5 people and leaving 8 others missing and feared dead, authorities said.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize there was any loss of life. I thought that they had gotten off onto the boat before it erupted. Wow, okay. Because I had seen somebody post something on Twitter about the volcano erupting, and I honestly thought that there was that they were on the boat and safe. I didn't expect you to be live. I'm glad to know you can breathe again, says Check Your Logic. Yeah, I got an inhaler prescribed to me yesterday. This cold triggered my asthma, which is usually allergy induced. So my doctor has prescribed me a daily inhaler, which I should be using more often anyway. Mother Nature is a white supremacist, says Grillin' Pirate Pete. Using White Island to throw toxic ash to destroy the climate. Brown people affected most. Well done, sir. Well done.
Sylvain Plass, an actor from Toronto who is aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, said he saw huge smokes and plumes that went in billowing and then slowly morphing into different shapes and then being swept away on an island across from him about 90 kilometers away.
Wait, so he wasn't even on the island? Why is he scared? The two missing Americans have been found, says Gunfox. The male has 80% burns to his body. The female has 20%. Both are being sent back to the U.S. via medical aircraft. Well, I'm glad they found them. That guy's gonna need major surgery, though.
Class was witnessing the beginnings of the eruption on White Island off the New Zealand coast.
So he wasn't even there. So this is another fucking. I thought this motherfucker was on White Island. He just saw it happen. He wasn't part of the frickin' evacuation. What do you mean? And he's still shaky from just looking at it? Oh, please. 30 people still missing, says Gunfox. Damn. That's crazy and scary.
At the time, he'd been taking a walk Monday afternoon on the foothills of Mount Maunganui in New Zealand. He'd climbed the steep slopes, got a bird's eye view of the beaches around the mountain in Taronga, the city where his cruise ship is docked, and took lots of pictures of the stunning day, he said. Class thought the smoke was from stacks from a factory. But a local jogger pointed to the smoke and said to him, "Wow, see, look at that. You get to experience one of our local volcanoes erupting. It's a special day."
See, the local person was like, "Oh, look at that. There's a volcano going off." And you're like, "Oh my god, the volcano is going off all the way away across the island or the bay from me. I need to be terrified." Somehow they allowed tourists on an active volcano, even though scientists warned eruption was expected soon, says Grillin' Pirate Pete. Well, the Darwin Awards need some candidates. Gunfox, Discord has not been working for me. I've been one of the unlucky people who have been experiencing Discord malfunctions. I haven't been even able to get into the frickin' app. I've closed it, I've uninstalled and reinstalled it. It just won't open for me. So I haven't been able to get any of the news stories you've sent me. I'm hoping Discord will fix it. Let's see. Aw, thanks, Polly. He says, 22 watching and only 10 likes. Let's show Blind Press some love. She runs a great daily stream by herself. Thanks, Polly. It went boom, just like a gun. Liberal triggered. See, and when voiceover read that, Grillin' Pirate Pete, it said it went boom like a G-U-N. And I had to remember not to spell it out and say the word gun. Because the voiceover won't. Ah, damn it, says Gunfox. My Twitter was banned due to an SJW cunt. Oh, did you trigger somebody? Oh, Gunfox. You and your triggering.
After the eruption, helicopter crews landed on White Island despite the danger and helped evacuate many survivors, some of them suffering critical burns. But officials said Tuesday they were still working with scientific experts to determine when it would be safe to return to the island to search for the missing. Heading level 3, you might be in for...
So, this asshole was on a completely different island. And he saw it erupt. and went to the news and was like, I'm so scared from what I saw. Oh dear, it was so terrifying. What a what a ninny. What a ninny. Gun Fox says, yes, I did. She is more salty than the Dead Sea. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. So this next story says Canadian diagnosed with brain tumor in Thailand is his travel insurance declined because he had the flu a month ago. I don't think I'm pretty sure that's not the only reason. Because that sounds a little silly. Oh, this guy is from nearby. Let's see here.
Toronto, a Canadian man diagnosed with a massive brain tumor while traveling in Thailand is fighting to get home after his travel insurance was declined because he told doctors he had a headache while suffering from the flu over a month ago.
Really? Travel insurance is that nitpicky? It's probably a discount travel agency, says Pinkalo. No doubt.
Kitchener resident Alex Whitmer and his wife Jennifer Whitmer, who had been living in Moncton for the last 5 years, quit their jobs earlier this year and went on a 6-week trip to Thailand before planning to relocate to Toronto.
Wait, you quit your jobs and went on a 6-week trip to Thailand before planning on relocating to Toronto without having any work lined up? Did you have an apartment lined up? A condo? What? That sounds ridiculously short-sighted. But how can that be, says Grillin' Pirate Pete. Socialist progressives tell Americans that Canada's insurance is perfect. Ah. Let's see.
The couple was about a month into their trip when the 30-year-old began suffering from a severe migraine.
Okay.
FSK update. Link update.
Oh, an update, huh?
Link. We have very little time. Canadian diagnosed with brain tumor stuck in Thailand as condition worsens.
Oh, let's see about this article. Let's see about the updated article.
And loaded.
Because they've put this under the update heading. So let's.
Third.
I'm gonna plug in my headphones really quick and find the. Let's see here. If there's a better article here, let's see.
Toronto, the wife of a Canadian man diagnosed with a cancerous brain tumor in Thailand, has been told his insurance will now cover the $265,000 air ambulance trip home after initially being rejected because he had the flu a month ago, but there are still fears it's too late.
So the insurance company has turned around and said yes, they would do it. I have a feeling that there was more to it than you have the flu, no insurance for you. Hello, Skep. Let's see. Sadly, he will fly home to die in Canada. Yeah, but you know what? He'll receive hospice care. And be made comfortable. So, and he could have the option for an assisted suicide if he wanted it. So he has options here. He doesn't have options in Thailand. And that's the important part. Um Better to die in Canada than Thailand, says Skeptalk. Yep. Oh, you think you know him, honey? Oh.
Kitchener resident Alex Whitmer and his wife Jennifer Whitmer, who had been living in Moncton. The couple was about a month into their trip when the 30-year-old began suffering from a severe migraine. They went to the hospital in Koh Samui and were expecting to be given pain medication, but after doctors completed scans they were told he had a tumor deep inside his brain that was cancerous.
Well, that'll ruin your vacation.
FSK, he was immediately given medication to reduce the pressure inside his brain that was causing the severe headache, but was told he needs to have brain surgery, chemotherapy and radiation as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Alex Whitmer, image. The couple contacted their travel insurance company, opened a claim and was told an air ambulance service would be sent to bring Alex back to Canada. A few hours later they called back and said they received his medical records and it showed he checked into an emergency room in Moncton a month ago and had symptoms of the flu, Jennifer told CTV News Toronto. Thailand, image. He reported a mild headache and because he said that they cancelled our claim based off him having a pre-existing condition.
Oh, that's crap. The flu is not a pre-existing condition. Did they say what type of tumor he has? No. No, they did not.
The couple was told by the insurance company that they could still send an air ambulance, but it would cost $265,000, which was not an option. On Tuesday, Allianz Global Assistance confirmed to CTV News Toronto they will now cover the travel costs for Alex to get home.
Well, there you go. It only took a day for everything to be sorted out. Functional says, my brother collapsed with seizure in Italy. Found brain tumors. They said he had 1 to 2 weeks to live. Stabilized him so he could fly back. Got better treatment. Fully recovered. Sounds like private insurance. Yeah. Yeah. It is the type of brain tumor that causes you to lie to the media. Let's see.
We are working with Mr. Whitmer's treating physicians in Thailand to bring him and his wife home to Canada as quickly and safely as possible, Vice President of Market Management at Allianz Global Assistance told CTV News Toronto.
Well, yeah, that's all they can do.
His medical treatment and expenses abroad and transport home will be fully covered. Thailand Insurance Alex Whitmer, image.
So, yeah, I really don't think that they looked and saw that he had the flu and said, no, you can't have insurance because you had the flu while you were at home, even. See you later, Polly. Have a good day.
Alex's condition is deteriorating. FSK and speaking through tears after learning the news, Jennifer said she's relieved and is hoping it isn't too late. It's very frustrating and upsetting because we could have been out of here so much sooner and it would have been such a low risk.
I understand you're upset, but it only took a day. They couldn't have done it much faster. You couldn't have asked for a much faster response and resignation or resolution, especially from an insurance company. I understand that time is of the essence, but you gotta take what you can, right?
My sister contacted the air ambulance company directly and the president of the company actually reached out to Allianz and grounded the air ambulance in India to prepare them to come to Thailand. Jennifer said her husband's condition is rapidly deteriorating and he is no longer part of the decision-making process.
Wow, that's sad.
Thailand image. Doctors will now put a drainage tube in Alex's brain and try and reduce the pressure. He needs to spend at least 24 hours with the tube in before he can fly.
What a sad way to end your vacation. That sucks. That's very sad. So let's move on. I found this article while on Google News this morning. Where's the stupid headline? So let's see here. AC/DC planning new album with wait. Come on. Can you cooperate there, Safari? So AC/DC is planning a new album with Malcolm Young's final songs, says Dee Snider. So that will be interesting. Let's see, because Malcolm did do a lot of the lyric writing. So that would be interesting to see his final songs. Sorry, I'm just getting through all of these links here. Come on. So many links. Oh my god. I don't care about Lana Del Rey's writing process, god damn it. Okay, here we go.
AC/DC are working on a new album featuring tracks Malcolm Young recorded before his death in 2017, according to Twisted Sister star Dee Snider. The We're Not Gonna Take It rocker was asked if he knew anything about AC/DC's recording plans during a chat with fans on Twitter and revealed the band's next album will also feature all 4 surviving members.
Nice.
Citing a recent meeting with Brian Johnson, who was forced to sit out much of the group's most recent world tour due to hearing issues, Dee tweeted, "R.I.P. Malcolm Young, but all 4 surviving members have reunited with tracks recorded by Malcolm while he was still alive."
That would be awesome. Just for one last album done by done with tracks from Malcolm before he died. That's a great send-off. I didn't think they recorded unreleased songs with Malcolm before he died. I think these might have been recorded just by Malcolm, and I think they're gonna put music to it. Slash is not in AC/DC. Is he in the picture? Is Slash in the picture, Irate? That's weird.
Malcolm's nephew Stevie Young is replacing him. He's done this a couple of times before. It's as close as you can get to the original band.
Okay. So it's Angus. I wonder if that's Stevie. I wonder if Stevie is Angus's son because it's Malcolm's nephew and Angus and Stevie or Angus and Malcolm are brothers. The mistake that they are making right now is believing Dee Snider. Yeah, that's true. The voice reader read the slash in AC/DC. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Twitter tweet. Frame. He added, "Just saw Brian. He's good." Twitter tweet. He added, "Just saw Brian. He's good." Twitter tweet. As of his brother's death and Johnson's departure, Angus Young was the band's only original remaining member. Back in 2016, following Malcolm's exit from the band, Angus told fans he wasn't sure if the band would continue beyond the Rock or Bust tour.
And that's legit. So it sounds like what they're gonna do. They're gonna do what the Beatles did with the 2 songs off of their anthology album and compose music off of his recordings. Yeah.
Related links.
So that's interesting. I hope D isn't just talking shit. And that's actually happening. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna do one more story. Um, and then I'm gonna end just to save my voice. So we're gonna look at this one. So this says Russia unanimously banned from Olympic Games for altering doping data. Um, so this is pretty interesting. So its doping woes have grown since 2015, with many of its athletes sidelined for the past 2 Olympics, and the country stripped of its flag altogether at last year's Pyeongchang Winter Games. Wow. And we've got a picture of the of Putin's speech at the IOC in 2014. So, wow. Let's take a gander at this article. Here. If the links will go away. Too many links. Okay, here we go. Finally, here we go.
The decision by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, imposed a 4-year ban on Russia participating in a range of top-flight sporting tournaments, a period covering the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics, the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics, and the 2022 Soccer World Cup.
Wow. So there will be no Russian competition in what?
Real quick. D. Snyder, right?
Okay.
He is the Karen of what is the glam metal sewing circle. That's all he is. He has said so much bullshit over the last years about other bands and what they're going to do. He should not be fucking believed as far as his drug out of ass can be thrown.
Well, that's Pinkalo's opinion about D. Snyder. Let's see here.
WADA's executive committee took the decision after concluding that Moscow had tampered with laboratory data by planting fake evidence and deleting files linked to positive doping tests that could have helped identify drug cheats. The decision to punish Russia with a ban was unanimous, a WADA spokesman said. Your current...
Wow. So there was no hemming and hawing in that committee. It was, yep, fuck Russia.
Russia, which has tried to showcase itself as a global sports power, has been embroiled in doping scandals since a 2015 report commissioned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, found evidence of mass doping in Russian athletics.
Yep. So D. Snyder's word on things happening is about as legit as Kiss saying they're retiring. Got it, says cynical Lindsay. Apparently, yes. Skeptalk says the problem with D. Snyder is that he states everything is facts, even if they are just things he wished would come true. Yeah, that is true. Irate says, I saw Twisted Sister with Crocus and Death Leopard. That's pretty cool. Or Def Leopard. That's pretty awesome.
Story continues below. Frame. Its doping woes have grown since With many of its athletes sidelined from the past 2 Olympics and the country stripped of its flag altogether at last year's Pyeongchang Winter Games as punishment for state-sponsored doping cover-ups at the 2014 Sochi Games.
Wow. Good. Kiss should have retired before their first album, says Mr. Goatman. Oh my. Not a Kiss fan, are we? Def Leppard is a hell of a show, in my opinion. I've never seen Def Leppard. I'm not a big fan. Like, I like a couple of their songs, but I'm not, like, a huge Def Leppard fan. Yeah, I'm really not much of a Def Leppard fan. Like, there's a couple of songs, like their mainstream stuff I'll sing along to, but if someone said, hey, I've got tickets to a Def Leppard concert, you want to go? I would be like, nah. Yeah, Lindsay's the same way as I am. She says the same with Motley Crue. Yeah, I'm with you there. There's a couple of Motley Crue songs that are kind of fun, but I'm not, oh my god, Motley Crue. Someone tell me they got tickets to a Nickelback concert, I'll kill them for them. No, I'd like to go see Nickelback again. They put on a very good show. So let's see.
Related stories.
Oh, that's the end of the Russian doping story. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here and save my voice because it's getting a little cracky and croaky. And you have to see them live. They're very entertaining, says Skeptalk. Oh, okay. So, also, my dress and my shoes have arrived. Yay! Finally. So, I'm gonna have Pink Hollow help me film the unboxing tonight. And we'll post that video up for everybody to watch. So that'll be fun. Tonight at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time is Minions of the Zoo, and that is hosted by Skeptalk tonight. And I am feeling well enough that I will be there. And of course, tomorrow will be Wednesdays with Skep, so that will be fun. So please come and watch that. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I was glad to be back to put one on for you. And I hope you'll come back tomorrow. I'm still looking for a guest for Friday, but I will let you know when I find one. And I hope everyone has a great Tuesday. Stay safe, have a great rest of your day, and Skep and I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody.